Hey, welcome everybody to the lending report for the week ending January 26, 2024. Thanks for joining me. A little bit to report to this week. Pretty quiet, really, all things considered. But we'll start with mortgage applications. Purchases up 8%. Refinances down 7%. Not too surprising there. There was a slight uptick in interest rates. So I can see the activity in refinances dropping. That makes sense. But purchases since December has started off relatively better in interest rates. Not surprising that purchase apps continue to be improving. Fourth quarter GDP did have its first numbers released at 3.3%, the first reading. We'll see how those next two pan out, though, but it was a stronger than expectations number. The expectation was 2%, so 3.3%, really good. Jobless claims. This was interesting because last week those numbers were down quite a bit. This week they're up quite a bit. For those filing for the first time, up 25,000, and those that were continuing their claims up 27,000. Now, also this week, released today, was PCE, number of inflation. The feds do watch the core number here. It was at 2.93%. Very good number. At least we're now below 3%. But we did have kind of very tempered response to this report today. Not a lot of hoopla and movement in the market because of this. But within that report, we did see that spending for the month of December was up 0.7%. Personal income was only up 0.3%. This does suggest that people are spending more than they are earning. And personal savings down to a low for the year at 3.7%. So as these payments come due in the next month, it'll be interesting to see if spending slows a little bit, since there was a lot of spending over the holidays. We'll see. We'll track those numbers as they come out. Also released today was pending home sales for the month of December. And this was very interesting only because December tends to be a slower month because of the holidays. Everybody thinks it's not a good time to buy, but it really is. And this year was good. In December, it was up 8.3%. And I think that's in part due because the interest rates dropped a little bit. At the start of the month. So a lot of people are like, okay, this might be the time, let's get at it. And they did it and they got under contract, which was smart. Year over year, the number was up 1.3%, which was also good because we've seen that tick down a little bit over the year. So it's showing some positive movement with that being at 1.3%. But, I speak to this ad nauseum and I apologize for that, but with interest rates starting to tick down a little bit, we are seeing the correlation to activity picking up. We are seeing the purchase applications going up. We have seen the pending home sales go up. Those of you that are tied to having to wait until the interest rates come down, or you're convinced that you need to, I have to reiterate that now is a good time to buy. This is when you have less competition to deal with. You have the potential of getting seller concessions that can be used to permanently buy down the interest rate or temporarily buy down the interest rate that helps with that mortgage payment. So I do strongly encourage you, and I apologize for saying this to you every single week over week, but still a very good time to buy. So let's take a look at the markets really quickly. MBS markets, we are down right now 6 basis points, or actually we're at 0. Sorry, can't read that. But we have been going a little bit above and below throughout the day in reaction to this PCE report that came out. It's been pretty mild. We had a reasonably good day yesterday, but as you can see through the past 2 weeks, once we got past that PCI report from 2 weeks ago, we've definitely been trending down in the market. We haven't really been able to recover. So we'll see how that plays out over the next couple of weeks, as most people do expect now that we're moving into this year that interest rates will tick down, continue to come down. Don't think they'll go up. They'll go down near as fast as they went up, but we'll see. Never know. Anything goes in this market these days. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me. I do appreciate you liking my videos. Share them if you feel necessary with anybody who might be interested in purchasing or refinancing. Happy to answer any of those questions. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Stay